my channel. Today we are making a baby shower cake. It is gonna be so cute. The theme of the shower is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, so that's obviously what we're gonna be going with. And then also I'm gonna make some mini cupcakes to go along with it. So let's get right into this video.
So as usual, we're going to start by stacking up our cake. I'm using a vanilla cake and a vanilla bean buttercream because that's what was requested. And this is a cooked buttercream, which is a nice option if you're not a fan of Italian meringue buttercream, but still want something that's not too sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and crumb coat the cake with a thin layer of the buttercream, and it should look just like this. And once that is chilled, I'm going to go back in with a nice thick layer of buttercream for the fondant to sit on. And I'm just using a cake scraper to make sure that it's nice and smooth. And while that's chilling, I'm going to start on some decorations for the cake. So I've got some fondant and these star-shaped cookie cutters because after all, the theme is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So I'm just going to cut out a bunch of different size stars that are going to go all around the cake. Then I am taking the excess fondant and just rolling out some little balls in different sizes that are going to go all around the bottom of the cake. I'm going for a cute, somewhat abstract cloud effect here, and I've just got the bottom of a springform pan as a guideline so I know how many I need. Now we're going back over to the stars, and I'm just going to airbrush them gold. I like to go over the pieces a couple of times with thin layers of the airbrush color, and make sure you don't forget to spray the sides as well. And now it's time to color the fondant that's going to cover the cake. I find that it's a lot easier to color a small piece first and then work that into the rest of the fondant. And as you can see, this is quite the workout and I may need to hit the gym a little more. And now that the fondant is a nice uniform baby blue color, it's time to roll it out on some icing sugar and then we'll place that onto the cake. And we're just gonna smooth it all out. And trim off the edges. And a little trick that I like to use is just to smooth on a little bit of vegetable shortening if you have any hairline cracks in your fondant, and that'll help smooth them right out. Finally, it's time to decorate. I've got a mixture of gum paste and water to act as glue and also some royal icing. And I've got this little guy. His name is Benji. Yes, I name all of the little figures I create. I made him a couple of days in advance so that he would have time to fully dry. And I'm using fondant mixed with Tylose powder, which makes it a lot stronger, and also some of that gum paste and water glue. I ended up incorporating an elephant into the cake because the mommy-to-be, who this cake is for, loves elephants, so it was only fitting to put one on the cake. And I've got a little nightcap for him, and he will be sitting on some clouds just to make sure the whole cake looks cohesive. Now for our beautiful gold stars, I'm just brushing the backs with some of that gum paste and water mixture and placing them all around the cake. And now we're gonna go back in time again to make these little clouds. They also had to dry completely so that they would stand up straight, which is why I made them a few days in advance as well. So I'm just rolling out my fondant. And I just printed out some different size clouds and I'm gonna cut those out. Then add a toothpick so that they can stand up. And I've got some royal icing with a number 2 tip. I would actually recommend going a little bit smaller, but I'm just going to use that to pipe Twinkle Twinkle Little Star onto the clouds. And I'm just going to place those into the cake. And lastly, I'm just brushing the bottom of the cake with that gum paste and water mixture and just placing the little balls we made earlier all the way around. And we're done with the cake. Now I'm taking some cream cheese frosting in the same color as the cake with a 1M tip and piping that onto some red velvet cupcakes. To get this pretty design, you want to start in the middle of the cupcake and pipe in a circular motion to the outer edge. This creates a beautiful swirl on top without adding too much frosting. And we're gonna throw back one last time. I made some gold stars the exact same way I made the ones on the cake, but I made these a few days in advance to let them dry out a little bit. This is just fondant, there's no Tylose in it because I do want these to be soft and easy to eat. Now I'm just gonna place the stars on top and you've got some adorable mini cupcakes to match the cake.
Okay, so here we have our adorable baby shower cake, and the cupcakes turned out super cute as well, so I'm just going to package these up so they are ready for pickup, and that's about it. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions or what you want to see next. Also, please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and follow my Instagram at Desserts by Areesa. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!